Welcome once again to your update from the city of New Hope. Let's chat with the mayor, John Elder, to find out what's new and upcoming in the city. Welcome, Mayor. How are you today?
I'm fabulous, Dave. How are you?
I am very good. As we
Good.
record on Monday the 14th, we've got a few things very timely to talk about and some that'll be a little further down the road. The timely one is council meeting. You've got a council meeting come up here, a light agenda, but a few things you wanted to point out that might have some things to do with our streets.
Absolutely. We will be going over plans and specifications for crack seal for the specific areas of the city. We'll be doing that this evening, and we look at the process that they'll be using. We look at the amount of area they'll be using, and we'll be supporting or tweaking their specifications on that program or that project that's going to be coming up
Mhm.
during this summer. And the crack seal is important because to do a reclamation of a street or a mill or overlay or complete reconstruction, those are all scheduled and timed. And there are times that we have to move those around. Every street every year gets rated for its pavement quality, and it's very common to see that our roads will start cracking. So they'll come through, they'll put the tar down, the paper over it, and work on crack sealing that. And that's to help keep water from getting in and getting into those cracks, and helps the subsoil beneath it. So
Mhm.
that's an important project. So we're looking forward to seeing those plans and specs that they're going to bring to us tonight.
Right.
The second is plans and specifications for the lining of our sanitary sewer system.
Mhm.
And we do a certain number of miles every year based upon budget. And we have chosen to go to the lining route because this allows us to fortify and support the structure of these pipes. These pipes were put in 60s, 70s. These
Mhm.
are 50-year-old pipes. A lot of them were made out of the ductile material and pavement or cement. And as the soil heaves and shifts, we can get cracks and we can end up getting water, groundwater coming in through these cracks.
Right.
And that gets sent to the Met Council where that water is treated. And then we get a really large bill. And
Mhm.
then they figure it out and we get a really large fine. So by redoing this lining or putting this lining in, it helps not only support the pipes, but it helps ward off the intrusion of inflow and infiltration into those pipes.
Mhm.
So we're looking forward to seeing what they're going to be bringing forward tonight in the way of plans and specifications,
Okay.
and we'll get that done.
Very good. So that's your look ahead at the council meeting that is tonight as we're recording this. Let's talk about some other things that have happened in the City West Metro Fire Rescue District. Recently, a meeting with a few important details covered there. Tell us about that.
Absolutely. Um, we had a swearing in of Fire Inspector Ian Watson. And Ian's been with the department for some time now, and we're excited to have him move into the fire inspector role. And so he'll do well at that. And we got a recap or a report on the 2024 audit presented by William Lauer of LB Carlson LLP, and that came back with a clean audit. And that's really, really important that we have these audits, that we're looking at how the money's being spent. Is it being done timely? Is it being done within how we have it laid out? And it's just a confirmation that we are doing things right. And the fire district is doing things right on behalf of the two cities of New Hope and Crystal. So we're excited about that.
Now, in our update today, let's go to community development, talk about a few things happening there. And this first topic, you may see some of the signs around the city or maybe in City Hall related to Green Step City. Mayor, help us understand a little bit more of what that is and some of the discussions you're having right now around it.
You bet. There are about 175 best practice actions that are part of the Green Step Cities program. And it's about some sustainability. It's about, well, it's really about sustainability, not just kind of. It is about sustainability, and yeah, in all areas of the city. And there are 5 steps, and we are at step number 3. And
Mhm.
we received awards in 2016 and 2017 for Sustainable City Awards. Um, we have 94 best practices completed out of the 175, and we rank third amongst 153 participating cities in the total number completed. So
Mhm.
that's huge. We're
Yeah.
doing a lot of the things right. In 2017, we kind of put a pause on furthering our participation in this. We stayed true to what we were doing. We did the right things. However, moving on to step 4 and to step 5 was believed to be not cost effective for the tracking and monitoring and reporting of all the things that we're doing.
Okay.
So we recently reviewed what step 4 and step 5 would take. And we found out that we're already doing a fair number of these remaining items.
Mhm.
And so we're looking at what is it going to cost. We're still going to do the right thing. We just may not get the step 4, step 5 recognition. Um, it, Obviously, we want to be sustainable and to do the right things for the city, the earth, all of that. However, we want to be good stewards of the city money.
Right.
And so we're reevaluating that right now, and I have some meetings coming up on that. So I'm happy to see where we go with that.
Very good. More to come as that moves along. Also in community development, the curbside appeal reimbursement program. You have another resident that has stepped forward to take advantage of this.
Yep, excited about this as well. 3900 block of Xylon Avenue North. It's going to be the installation of a new front door with windows and a garage door with windows. This curbside appeal reimbursement program is not about maintenance. You can't reside your house and have the city pay for that.
Mhm.
That's not even an option. However, if you're going to be upgrading what you currently have and it adds to the curb appeal from the street, and it's on the approved list,
Mhm.
then you can certainly apply for that, and that information's on the city website. I will tell you, a flagpole does not count on the list.
Got it. All
I
right. Good.
tried that when I put in for it, and they said no. So that
Good to
it is
know.
what it is. Yeah.
Well, congratulations to the residents of moving ahead with that. Another note in the housing world is single family conversion to rental. We try to
Yeah.
keep track of this to let residents know how that's going. What is the latest number?
Absolutely. We have, during the last month, we had one home go from owner occupied to rental. And during that same time period, we had one rental go back to owner occupied.
Okay.
And so, it's kind of a wash on that.
Right.
And so, again, as you stated, Dave, we do keep track of these things, and we want to be able to make sure we're providing the best experience for everyone.
Let's move to scatter site. A couple final notes here. A few properties that are having some things happen on them. One related to the fire department and another related to a sale of some lots. Tell us about those lots that are being sold.
Yeah, well, today I had the opportunity to go through the first home built in New Hope by EHR, Exceptional Home Remodeling, and they got one house through this program from us, and I went through the house, and it's gorgeous. In fact, they're still doing the finishing touches on it, and the house is already sold for right about $600,000.
Mhm.
So we're really really happy to see them coming into town, and they just put together a great product. That same company has purchased a lot, which will be split into two lots
Right.
at 4220 and 4222 Nevada. And today they are closing on both of those lots. So we're again looking forward to see what they bring forward and to see the final product on that as well.
One other lot to touch on, 5410 Wisconsin. Soon to see some fire department work going on there, but it is all planned for, correct?
Absolutely, and this is a continuance. They've already had 2 days there where they did non-destructive training exercises with the West Metro Fire Department, along with other surrounding area fire departments. Again, they will be doing additional training on April 14th and April 17th. So you may be seeing fire trucks from all around the area here participating in these exercises. Great training. We're very, very happy to be able to do this and to really give these real life scenario training to our firefighters. After that's done, we will be putting out bids for demolition, and those bids will be coming to the city council likely on the May 12th EDA meeting.
Let's now hop ahead in our update to the police department. A few items to touch on here. First is some training that has gone on called Executive Training Institute. Tell us a little bit more about this training and this conference that a number of officials attended.
Yeah, ETI, or the Executive Training Institute, puts on an annual training, and Chief Hoyt, Captain Johnson, Sergeant Stanley, Tenek, and Swaja attended this really high level training, and it's about command leadership training. And so they attended this training for 3 days. We have staff that belong to different associations that are related to their type of employment. And that serves a lot of different purposes. Number one is you learn from people. You know, they talk, they find out, hey, what worked for you, what didn't work for you. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. If they've got something going in Robbinsdale that's, working beautifully, I don't care if it's public works, I don't care if it's parks and rec or police and fire, whatever it is.
Mhm.
If we can find common ground and find things that are working for other agencies, there's zero reason to have to reinvent it. So that, and then with these associations, the high level training is incredible. So we were very, very happy they were able to attend.
Also in police, let's talk about the students over at Cooper High School still involved in the police department through a great committee.
Yeah, it's the Multicultural Advisory Committee, and it's made up of students at Cooper High School, and they provide feedback to the police department on how they can better interact with all different segments of society. And it this was an incredible group that actually spoke last year to the state legislature, both House
Mhm.
and Senate, on the need to have school resource officers in place in the school, and they spoke to the importance of having them there, and they did just a remarkable job. And so they're a great group of kids, and it could be our next leaders of tomorrow. So it's refreshing to see them.
That's off to them for being involved in that. Final note in the
Yeah.
police department, first week of April, how were the police calls?
So our police statistics, our calls were down. We had 402 police-related incidents, April 3rd to the 9th. Um, and that could be decent weather. That could be any number of things that can lead up to that. And so our officers stayed active. Even when they didn't have calls, they're out doing proactive work and out doing community engagement, which has been the cornerstone of Chief Hoyt's administration. So they're doing great work.
Next department is Park and Rec. Let's talk a little bit about some of the fun happening there. And again, this is the booklet you want to look
Yeah.
for. This has all the information in it about this first item, John. Number of new classes. It sounds like more opportunities for fun in the city.
It's just a wide range of classes.
Yeah.
It's amazing athletes, it's fencing, it's rev sports soccer, and of course my favorite, the pickleball lessons.
Mhm.
They're continuing to put on community education, and sometimes, they have enough registrants from New Hope. There are times they work with other cities to put
Right.
together quality training and classes. They're just doing remarkable, and so encourage people to be a part of that if they're interested.
Here's another program in Park and Rec that's doing very well, recently out competing. This is the dance program. They do amazing work, don't they?
It's incredible to see this program continue to flourish after all the years. This and the gymnastics program just amaze me to continue to go strong year after year after year. The dance competition team was at the DX regional competition
Mhm.
in Bloomington this past weekend. They took some awards in different categories. We're very proud of their work as well as the work of the instructors.
For longtime folks in the city of New Hope, you may think this is early to talk about at the Off-Broadway Musical Theater. That always is a summertime event, but they have to get started early with auditions, and it sounds like they're doing that right now. What's the
There's
show this year?
Well, I don't know if I'm supposed to say, but we'll do it.
Okay,
It's going to be Shrek the
nice.
musical. So I never saw Shrek the movie, so I'm looking forward to catching up on both of those.
All right, so they're busy doing auditions, and you can go to their website, obmt-newhope.org, to find out more about the auditions and
Yeah,
just what's coming up this year. Let's
yeah.
go to the golf course. The golfers are very happy and smiling in town because the course is officially open.
I got 3 phone calls this weekend from people that were out on our course
Yeah, I
saying that,
bet.
we're excited to have this open. It looks good. In fact, they've even mowed the greens once, and they'll
Mhm.
do that continually on an as needed basis as that grass starts to come in and grow. They're working on scheduling golf outings and patio rentals along with league and lesson registrations. So they're off and running.
Stop by the golf course and check things out for the year. Also busy over at the ice arena. A lot of activity happening, and that's happening on half of the arena. Is that right?
Yeah, the South Rink got pulled, and it was all planned.
Right.
And they drained it. They made some repairs to the cement floor below, and washed it all down and repainted it, and redid the boards and the glass. And there this last week, they've been putting on thin sheets of water to build that ice up for strength, and we're hoping to have that open here next week. So there, so we only have the North Rink, and we had more than 14 different
Wow.
associations rent ice time last weekend,
Hmm.
and it continually is a destination location for all of these different organizations, the Minnesota Boys and Girls All-Star Hockey, the Minnesota High Performance Boys and Girls Hockey, and that's just to name a couple of them. And so they're continuing to run a great show over there.
Hmm.
And again, it's as I think I've said before, there is not an NHL team that does not have a scout in our building at least once a year
Hmm.
during some of these high level tournaments
Yeah.
that continue to come to little old New Hope.
That is great to see. All right, let's end up our update here with a few things that you might have seen on the city's social media. We want to make sure you're aware. The first is getting rid of some of those leaves and twigs and things in your yard. The yard waste site officially open.
Yeah, some people don't want to do the uh, refuse pickup from their hauler, and that's
Mm-hmm.
great. But yet they still
Mm-hmm.
want to be able to get rid of their leaves, branches, etc., or in grass clippings. So people are able to bring their yard waste to 10300 Maple Grove Parkway. Operates Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. and on Sunday noon to 7 p.m. And all you need to do is bring a valid picture ID that shows you're a resident,
Mm-hmm.
and you can go in and dump for free.
Yep,
Now, you can't use black contractor bags. You have to have it
got it.
in a decomposable type container.
Mm-hmm.
So that's great, and that's up and running. So we're
Yep, up
excited
there.
about that.
Maple Grove Parkway and 610 right in that area. Easy to find up there.
Yes,
Last week, folks might have heard the tornado sirens go off a couple times, and it may have been a little surprising, but that was to get people aware and to get them maybe doing a little practicing. Is that right?
absolutely. Annually, Minnesota has 46 tornadoes each year. In 2022, we experienced 83. The
Mhm.
highest we've ever had was 113. So people keep thinking that this isn't going to happen or it couldn't happen or it won't happen. Um, we just really stress to people, make sure you're prepared, know what you're doing. And on last Thursday, it was Tornado Awareness Day,
Mhm.
and they sounded off the sirens at two separate times, one at 12:45 p.m. and then one again at 6:45 p.m.
Right.
And interestingly, as much as we talk about it, as much as we publish it, we still got a number of phone calls on 911 saying, "Why are the sirens going off?"
Mhm.
So we want people to be aware and to plan for these sort of things. Additionally, as we're doing these sirens, we're testing them to make
Sure.
sure that they work, and
Mhm.
we do test them every year, or strike that every month,
Right.
and we get reports on it. But it's nice to know all of our sirens are operational and functioning properly.
Final note for people, something to put on your calendar. Saturday, April 26th, an important day if you want to do some spring cleaning from the inside of your house. You've got a place for us to drop things, right, Mayor?
Absolutely. Special material drop-off day is, as you stated, Saturday, April 26th from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Brooklyn Park Operations and Maintenance Facility located at 8300 Noble Avenue North in the city of Brooklyn Park. If people want more information on that, a complete list of accepted items can be found at
Mhm.
www.hrd-recycling.com, or they can call 763-493-8006.
All right, get out there and do some spring cleaning. Well, Mayor, thanks so much again for your time today. We appreciate the update as always, and we'll look forward to talking again next week.
Dave, thank you so much.
And folks, stay with us. Here's a look at some other activities coming up right here in the city of New Hope. For more city stories, check out ccxmedia.org or find us on social media.